Hey guys, so I'm here in Southern California, but for the last 2 weeks I've been riding the Royal Enfield Himalayan across Texas. And Texas was the perfect place to test this bike because I got to experience 102-degree temperatures, I got to take it through the rain, dirt trails, back roads, highways, big cities, pretty much any situation you would find yourself in with the Royal Enfield Himalayan in your daily commute or in your daily adventures, I got to experience in the last 2 weeks. And after putting about 1,000 miles on it, I have to say it's actually a pretty good bike and a stunning value because it is under $5,000. So the first thing that I really enjoyed about the Himalayan is the way it looks. It does look really cool. It has a very rugged, military type look to the bike. And other people noted that too, and they really liked the kind of utilitarian, clean style of the bike, the way the instrument cluster was laid out, the way the seats were done, all the little graphics and little details really make the bike stand out. And it was cool to have other people come up at gas stations or at the bike night I went to and say, wow, this thing is really cool. So that was kind of a nice style point bonus that the Himalayan gets right away because it is a very cool looking bike. As far as the ergonomics and riding it, I'm 5'10", and I was very comfortable on the bike. The layout was nice, the gauges are nice. One thing I do love is the instrument cluster because it's got an actual fuel gauge, which a lot of lower end bikes don't have fuel gauges. They just have a warning light if anything. So the fuel gauge is nice because it gives you a little bit more of an idea of your range. The tachometer, the speedometer, all that stuff work really well. And it even has a compass, which did come in handy when I was trying to navigate my way around some of the trails because I knew the general direction I needed to go, but I didn't have an actual map and I didn't have my phone attached to the handlebars or anything. So the compass actually did come in handy. I really got to experience the bike kind of in every scenario that you would in your daily life riding a motorcycle. It was my only form of transportation for 2 weeks. The only issue I really had performance-wise is it's not great on the highway. I mean, it really does top out at about 65 miles an hour. And here in California and in Texas, we have 75 and 80 mile an hour speed limits that kind of make that a little bit hairy. But overall, the bike is really, really good. It's comfortable, it's quiet for what it is smooth, it has plenty of room for passengers. It does not have a lot of luggage room. That is one issue that I did have. The luggage room on that rack is kind of laughable for an adventure bike. It's literally like 4 inches by 4 inches, which I know they sell accessory racks and other things to go on it and saddlebags and things like that, but honestly, it's an adventure bike. It should have a decent sized rack from the factory so you can go on your adventures. But if you're looking for something that's comfortable, smooth, easy to ride, and again, this bike is only, what, $5,000? It's just under 5 grand. It is under 500 cc's, it's under 5 grand, it gets 70 miles to the gallon. It'll pretty much do everything most people want to do on a motorcycle. So if you're not doing a lot of highway riding, if you're not doing a lot of like cross-country commuting on the interstate, it's probably the best value you can get in a dual sport bike. I mean, if you start looking at Triumphs and KTMs and some of the other big brands, their crossover enduro dual sport bikes are $10,000 to $15,000. And if you're looking for something to take on the weekends, to go camping, to run around town, if you're not looking for your everyday commuter bike, the Royal Enfield Himalayan is an excellent value. If you're looking at something that you can ride every day, take cross country, and do your off-road camping stuff, you may want to look at something with a slightly bigger engine. Now, Royal Enfield does have a 650cc engine coming out in their new Interceptor. I don't know if that's going to migrate over eventually to the Himalayan, but it is a little underpowered for what I would use it for, which is the one bike that I would ride cross-country and to the grocery store. So overall, I say it's a good value. Again, it's only $5,000 and the bike looks cool, it's comfortable to ride, kind of does everything most people need. But again, if you're looking for something that'll do the highway, you may want to look at something with a slightly bigger engine. Now that's kind of my quick synopsis of the bike. I've written more on the website about my trip and a little bit more detailed about the bike, so you can check that out on thegentlemanracer.com. And any questions about the Himalayan or any of the other things we're doing at the Gentleman Racer, please post them down below. Thanks a lot.